Submit. You are only making this harder on yourself.
Not harder on me. Right now, you hold all the power. How will you use it?
I've not come this far to falter now.
Then why do you hesitate? Make your choice, Sylvanas Windrunner. Alright, I'm just going to say it. This is weird.
If you could see yourselves as I see you. Toy soldiers in tin plate. Beasts who howl for honor. Standing as one. Savor it. Nothing lasts. Countless souls have been fed to the hungering darkness. Though I cared nothing for the living, I did pity the Forsaken, for the great injustice that made them what they are. I understand the cruelty of fate better than anyone. But despite all I taught them, they stubbornly clung to hope, to life. They will learn the truth, along with all the rest. My bargain with Ysera will yet bear fruit. The armies of Azeroth will fight her master, and he will line their streets with corpses. In the end, he too will serve death. Enough reflection. There are preparations to be made. Nothing lasts. When next you see me, you will understand. Ice Crown. A monument to our suffering. The veil between life and death. Where a usurper sits on a frozen throne. But no king rules forever. Unfit to wear this crown. To wield so much power.
That power will be your prison.
This world is a prison. Set us all free.
Seize this power for herself. Instead, she has done the unthinkable. Now, she will come for them all. To finish what she started. And break all who opposed her. Azeroth together will be in her sights. Now it's getting interesting. Your power has grown.
Where is she?
With him, of course. In the darkest place. Along with every soul burned to ash in your precious tree.
Where is she?
Go on. Kill me. You'll send me right to my lady. Beyond the veil, she shattered. Oh, Tyrande. High Priestess. Night Warrior. Completely powerless to stop the coming.
Beyond the veil lies the Shadowlands, where every soul has its place.
Lies darkness, where every soul has its place. I delight in the irony.
Light, grant me one final blessing. Give me the strength to shatter these bonds.
No more, Arthas! No more lives will be consumed by your hatred!
Free, at last. It is over, my son. This is the moment of reckoning. Rise up, champions of the light!
Now I stand, the lion before the lambs, and they do not fear.
What have you done, mortal?
The peace remains tenuous. These are troubled times. Our people need stability, alliance and horde alike. We cannot risk sending Azeroth's leaders on what might well be a suicide mission. Our friends who were abducted would offer the same counsel.
Coward! I would pay any price to see the Banshee impaled upon my glaive.
I too want Sylvanas to answer for her crimes. But Lorthamar is right. Anduin wouldn't want us to risk the well-being of the Alliance for his sake.
The Kaldori need you if they are to have any hope of finding peace, High Priestess.
You dare speak to me of peace? After the atrocities your kind inflicted?
Enough! The war is over! We can ill afford to start another! A far more pressing threat is at hand, and we must prepare to face it. The path opens.
Your courage will be remembered, champion. Aldiel Shalar.
Find those who were taken, and bring them home.
Rescue the others. The Banshee is mine to kill.
Tyrande! Don't do this!
Tor Ilisar Feranol!
We cannot lose you to the darkness. You won't succeed.
Such a narrow vision. You disappoint me. No matter. We will find what we seek. In another.
Anduin! How badly are you hurt?
I will live. I'm relieved you're all safe.
These bonds are too strong to break by force. We must find a way to free him. Pitiful mortal. I find your spirit unworthy. Bane! No! Nothing escapes the law. Yield to the inevitable.
They've stopped their advance. The light is with me, even here. Go, champion! Go!
Interesting.
You have failed.
No. I have precisely what I need. Every attendant in Oribos is taught that the Maw is unbreachable, that the malevolent souls within were sealed away for all eternity.
This mortal's escape might mean the prison is weakening. If true, the Banished One could...
Cardelen, Kasher, purpose be praised. At long last, the Arbiter has stirred. For uncounted eons, the Shadowlands was in perfect order. Infinite afterlives, with Oribos, the eternal city, as the shining heart. Every mortal soul came before the Arbiter, and she, ever wise, experienced all that had shaped a soul in life. With this knowledge, she consigned every soul to the afterlife it justly deserved. Until... in that dread moment, our perfect order was shattered. And so it is that every soul, kind and cruel alike, is denied its rightful afterlife, and instead is damned to the inescapable torment of the Maw.
Outsiders, what have you done, mortal?
Be at ease. I am Bolvar Fordragon. These knights and I are here to help.
The touch of the Maw is upon their souls as well. But if they found a way to break free of its influence, perhaps they can aid us.
Save my soul.
Uther.
Where am I?
Welcome to Bastion. You led a truly selfless life, and for that, you have been chosen.
Chosen?
To shed your mortal burdens and join the ranks of the Ascended, serving to ferry the souls of the dead unto the Shadowlands.
I serve the light, and my work is not done. There is an evil that must be...
There is no evil here. The darkness was sealed within the Maw long ago.
You're wrong. He destroyed my home. Murdered my people and my king. He must be punished.
You are an aspirant now. You must accept your new purpose and purge yourself of this desire for vengeance.
What I desire is justice.
Devos, why are you training this soul? It is beneath your station as a paragon.
He cannot let go. He continues to demand retribution for his death.
And this concerns you? Many souls take eons to ascend.
Yes, but this one seems broken, Thenios. Unlike any soul I have seen. I have begun to wonder whether he was deemed worthy of Bastion. By mistake.
Be careful, Devos. I would not let the Archon hear such a thought. In time, he will forget. Trust our ways. Trust the path.
long must we train?
Until you are ready to ascend.
And what is keeping me from ascension?
Nothing but the memory of your mortal life.
How can I forget when I can still feel his blade?
Your soul is wounded? Who did this to you?
He was my student. He betrayed us all.
Show me. This is dire news, Persephone. But the Archon has turned a deaf ear to such tidings in the past.
The circumstances have changed. Tell me of these Forsworn.
Most have merely lost faith, and may yet be redeemed. But some have fallen so far as to wield the power of the Maw itself.
It is true. This mortal has fought against Ascended who are in service of the Jailer. Lasonia is not the only one.
We do not know when or where the Forsworn will strike next. But strike they will.
What you speak of is unthinkable, but we must remain vigilant nonetheless. Paragons, return to your temples. Adrestes, monitor the wards. It appears you have a part to play in all of this, mortal. Let us see what comes of it. Go in service.
The ward has been sabotaged, as we agreed.
Good. Our allies are eager to strike.
The Kyrian temples will fall, and the Archon's reign shall be ended.
You cannot win this battle, Necromancer! Our courage never falters!
It will take more than courage to save you now!
My Paragon! You do not stand alone!
Ah, just the vessel I require.
Archon! For Bastion! What are you doing to me? No! No! No!
Thanatos!
I have perfected you! Now serve me by destroying our enemies. Yes, Master.
Maldraxxus, where the armies of the Five Houses once stood side by side to protect the realm of death.
A victor emerges! But where are their banners? Which house do they fight for?
Look close, God. We have a living mortal in our midst. Intriguing.
Sindel, is this the meddler who thwarted our attack?
The very one.
So, this mortal witnessed your treachery. Your house is invaded bastion, an act that betrays everything the Primus stood for. The Primus is long gone, Crixus. Where is your hunger for glory? Or has the House of the Chosen lost its appetite? We are meant to defend the Shadowlands, not conquer it. You will recall your forces, or you will answer to my will.
I think not, Crixus. Your blade shall be broken. Slay them all!
Chosen!
The trap is set. Now we lure Mourneblade to his doom.
Master, our preparations are complete. We await your arrival.
Finally, the power our new Baron promised shall now... No! The ritual, it is ruined! Nathanos, you incompetent fool!
It is you who are the fool, Mourneblade. And your folly has brought your demise.
Wicked spy! Curse you! And your fallen house!
This must be your missing Baron.
Who is there? Must warn the Margrave.
I know that voice. Can it be? The Baron is my father?
Darian, after all this time...
I will take us to a small alcove near the waystone that enabled your previous exodus.
Son.
Save your strength, Father. We'll have time to speak later.
Wait. My sword. Fatebringer. I will have need of it soon.
Slay the mortal! Bring me that rune blade!
Raise your sword, champion! Form Eldraxus!
The foes of the worthy shall be vanquished.
Hold back!
The seat of the Primus is ours!
My own! Do you hear me?
Whoever you are, whatever you want, I will fight you. You will not break me!
They have reached the seat of the Primus and discovered his warning.
Unfortunate, but of little consequence. Our eyes are everywhere. This nuisance will be dealt with.
My queen, please help us.
This is of my sister. Why have you brought it to me?
This one is slipping away.
Our duty is grim. Many have been lost. Why would I save her pet?
Those who have dreamed by its side awaken with a joy and peace that whispers of wonder. If she dies, then all that is Emerald dies with her.
Some must be sacrificed, but some must be saved. If we forget that, all that will remain will be empty shells and sorrow.
Your path leads onward, mortal. Know that you have gained an ally in me, and in Ardenweald.
My children, I know the suffering you have endured. I fear further sacrifices must be made if Revendreth is to survive this crisis.
Begging my master's pardon, I humbly present the Maw Walker.
That's it. I'm dead. Ah, the mortal who escaped the inescapable prison. A living soul restoring hope to the realms eternal. Maw Walker, I am aware of your urgent request for anima. Under normal circumstances, I would of course oblige. Sadly, you arrive in the midst of a violent rebellion. Our resources are stretched perilously thin. This drought has left my people desperate, starving, and some even defiant. But if you were to aid our cause, then I could gratefully provide the aid you seek.
As I explained before, sire, we cannot rush such a delicate process. Anima harvesting demands finesse.
Our friend grows impatient. Recent events require us to expedite our efforts. See it done, Inerva.
But master,
Well, what have we here? You really must be more vigilant about uninvited guests, my lady.
Sire?
My defiant accuser and her hapless mortal pawn. It is impressive that you discovered our little secret, if a tad inconvenient.
You deprive your own people of anima and inflict a drought upon all of the Shadowlands.
Why?
The other realms would squander our most precious resource. That won't do. Rest assured, this anima will serve a higher purpose. But I fear you will not survive to witness the glory to come.
I will deal with them, sire. Harshly.
Of course you will.
Denathrius!
This was your valiant last stand. For so very long, you've punished arrogant souls. But instead of learning from their suffering, you've become one of them. You just needed to obey. How fortunate you are to witness the splendor of what is about to unfold. Every precious drop of anima, so painstakingly wrung from the tortured souls of lesser beings, now paves the path for the banished one to reclaim what was his. And once his liberation is secured, it shall be by his will that all is washed away. The only power that will emerge from this torrent of change is death. Death and those who shaped its victory.
Someone will stop you, Denathrius. Even if I...
Do not speak. Observe. Remember this lesson.
Nothing will stop the jailer from breaking free. Denathrius is surely gathering his forces inside Castle Nathria. Unchecked, his loyalists will soon overwhelm us.
We must rally the harvesters at Sinfall while this mortal returns to Oribos. They must be told what transpired here.
I shall escort the Mawwalker, my prince. Come, mortal.
As the Arbiter's voice, I heed the call of the Eternal Ones. How may I serve?
The Maw grows, surging with power. How did this come to pass?
The evil we believed forever bound has conspired to distract and divide us. The Primus realized the truth, but his warning came too late. I fear he paid a grave price for this knowledge.
You speak for Rebirth. is your sire? Where is our brother, Denathrius?
My sire has betrayed us all. The drought was his doing. He stole the very lifeblood of our realms, starving his own people. And yours as well. When his lies were exposed, Denathrius unleashed his vast coffers of anima into the Maw to fuel the might of his true master.
Long ago, we stood as one to imprison that monster. With the Primus gone, and Denathrius a traitor, our pantheon has been broken, and doom comes for the Shadowlands.
There is yet hope. This mortal saved me from the Maw, and revealed the Sire's treachery.
They aided my forest as well. Their kind has shown great potential. If focused, it could turn the tide in our favor.
Agreed. For the good of the Shadowlands, each mortal must choose a covenant.
And when our realms have regained their strength, we will stand together against the darkness.
I will see it done, Eternal Ones. With her voice have I spoken. Come, mortal. The hour of decision is at hand.
Look at you. Pathetic. A puppet dancing on strings.
I will not break. I will not break. I will not.
Fool. Your mind is already broken. But even a broken thing can be made to serve. Countless secrets extracted. Insidious designs forged into weapons for my armies. But I require more. Your grandest design to claim a final prize. The secret that the first one sought to hide. Yes, your finest Mourneblade. And a crown fit for the king of the damned. The vessels of Domination.
I do hope you've settled in. The accommodations are a bit sparse, I know.
Where are the others? Are they safe?
Safe? No. I wouldn't say any of them are safe.
I am so tired of your games.
As you wish. No more secrets, no more lies. You are a weapon we will use to achieve our ends.
I will not become an instrument of death.
So you favor life, is that it? That momentary flicker. Every cruel second spent delaying the inevitable in an endless war that you, like every Rin before you, will not survive. You know the truth. Nothing is fair. Not life, not death. So we're going to tear it all down.
And what purpose would that serve? Everyone suffers, Sylvanas. But destroying everything will not take away the pain.
Oh, you misunderstand. We're breaking a system that has always been flawed and remaking it into one that is just.
Do you expect me to believe that all this time, you've been fighting for justice?
How can I convince you? From our first breath to our last, every decision is made for us. Then, the afterlife decides what eternity we must endure. We can't even choose who we couldn't control anything. But through the jailer, control of our fate will at last be possible.
Look around you! At what and who you've joined. What makes you believe you're not just a weapon to achieve his ends?
You have a choice to consider. Join us willingly, or be made to serve.
I thought you believed in free will, Sylvanas.
We've never had free will, little lion. But that is about to change.
A taste of freedom. A place to start.
You will never escape the Maw!
I was dreaming of home, only to awaken in this place of torment. Champion, I saw you escape before we were recaptured. Do you have the means to take us out of the Maw?
All that matters is we now possess the necessary instrument. We must begin its preparation.
Leave him to me. You've seen what he is capable of when he believes in the cause. A measure of patience may yield superior results.
Very well. We have our weapon. Now, we shall hone it.
At last, the torment is over. I've had enough of this place. Let's go. The Maw. I remember. Feels so long ago. You escaped the jailer. Yes, it's becoming clearer now. The Waystone. Our path out of here. I have seen only the darkest reaches of the Shadowlands. It is good to know there are places of hope as well. May the spirits of my ancestors be safe, in realms of comfort and peace. I am glad of your return, brother.
It is a relief to have you back, Thrall. I will send word to Agra and the Regent Lord at once.
I feared the worst. Bane and I both know the horrors that the jailer inflicted.
The things I saw in that place, the torments I endured,
are best not relived. At least, not now. Thrall, do you know where they've taken Anduin?
My captors spoke of a valuable prisoner, held deep within the jailer's tower. It has to be Anduin. High Lord, you have peered into Torghast and guided the Maw Walker through its torments. I beg you to look deeper, to find the king you once safeguarded as a boy.
What you ask poses a terrible risk to all of us.
Impossible! I am eternal!
This is not the end, Master! Let me preserve you! Zobel shall restore you, Master! We will have vengeance!
You were ever fond of saying that the Venthyr do not destroy. We educate. It is time you were reminded of Revendreth's noble purpose.
Shall we begin?
You cannot bind me here. I am eternal. I am your master. I am Revendreth.
Remember this lesson.
A weapon forged in the fires of Torghast. A Mourneblade is born.
A Mourneblade? Oh no.
Anduin's still captive there. Has something happened to him, Father?
I fear for Anduin as well. But is it safe for the High Lord to peer inside? The toll it takes on him.
There is a price to be paid for communing with that darkness again. But I must see. We all must know.
Sire Denathrius has been taken prisoner. What is our plan to recover him?
Every soul has its purpose. Denathrius has fulfilled his. We must forge our next weapon.
He's not ready.
Then a more direct approach is necessary. We have not come this far, only to falter now. You know what must be
done. There she is again. You know, these endless lectures of yours
have failed to convince you. Regardless, the conversation is over. One way or another, we will have you. So I will offer this one last time. Join our cause, or be made to serve.
What kind of choice is that? Why even give me? It's the choice you never had. Despite all your grand designs, there's still some shred of your mortality haunting you. As if the Banshee Queen hasn't entirely eclipsed the Ranger General.
Don't.
Now I understand why you brought me here. Why you've tried so hard to persuade me. Because if you can get me to let go of hope, you finally can too.
Enough! Submit! You are only making this harder on yourself.
Not harder on me. Right now, you hold all the power. How will you use it?
I've not come this far to falter now.
Then why do you hesitate? Make your choice, Sylvanas Windrunner.
Despite all our efforts, the Maw continues to grow. What if Denathrius' treachery is irreparable? The Primus is lost, and Bastion cannot save the Shadowlands alone.
None of this should have happened.
Perhaps the Winter Queen could...
My Archon, a living soul seeks an audience.
A mortal?
A king. By all our measures,
One who has spent his life striving for justice. One who would give anything to serve his people. One whose heart is true.
Very well. He may approach. Step forward. My Ascended have spoken of you. The king held captive in the Maw.
That prison could not hold me forever.
Why have you come to Bastion?
You have a key that I need.
You will release this soul from your grasp.
No. He is bound to me.
Just as you once sought to bind your own brother.
I've been expecting you. Come, let us find a more comfortable place to chat. No need to be on edge. As you can see, my guards have been instructed to treat you as a guest. You will enjoy my hospitality, so long as you remain receptive to what I have to say.
You could seize control. These are merely the ravings of a selfish prince, desperate to reclaim his former glory.
The bargain between Denathrius and the jailer will leave us all to be consumed by the Maw. I want our ways to survive. If that makes me selfish, I would hope you were all selfish as well.
None of your grand words matter. You cannot defeat both the jailer and the master. I will not subject my stoneborn children to further suffering.
Ha! I've heard enough. This usurper demands our medallions, but offers nothing. Ugh.
Why, Renethor, if only you had shown such passion ages ago. I find it positively enthralling. But I must agree with the others. You lack leverage.
This ritual will help you expel the excess anima trapped inside of you, Kael'thas. It will hurt, but no more than you deserve. Now, Kael'thas! Expel the anima!
No! I want its power!
Impotent fool! That anima binds your sin stone! Release it, or I will throw you into the maw myself! Stand down! I will deal with this manifestation.
I am free.
Hardly. That Sinstone still belongs to you, Kael'thas Sunstrider. Tend to it.
My father and I ruled the finest kingdom in all the world, until it was decimated by Arthas Menethil and the Lich Kel'thuzad. I sought to restore the glory of my people. In hindsight, the bargains I struck may have been, regrettable.
So you fools have discovered us at last.
Why are you sending Anima to Mount Jaxus? Who do you serve? Answer me!
You cannot stop my master. He is allied with the Banished One himself.
Who? Who is your master?
I serve the mighty Kel'thuzad, and he will conquer all of... I will
Kel'thuzad, the defiler of the Sunwell. At last, I will claim justice for Silvermoon!
Meddlers! You dare strike down my underling? No matter. The House of Rituals serves my will. Should you be so bold, face me there.
I will make Kel'thuzad pay for what he's done. Baroness Draka, I insist you escort me to Mount Draxus at once.
Do not make demands of me, fallen prince. You must learn more about this threat we face before rushing in foolishly.
Make no mistake, I will have my vengeance. But I suppose I can afford a measure of patience. Be sure to inform the accuser of my selflessness.
This mortal has not been long upon our path, but their strides have echoed throughout the halls of the Ascended. In service to our cause, they have defended our temples against invasion, exposed the traitor Denathrius, and braved the terrors of the Moor itself. On this day, we welcome them into our sacred covenant. Together, we will restore peace and order to this realm. Glory to Bastion! Not only are you a mentor to those around you, but also a stalwart defender of Bastion. Now, you join the ranks of the Ascended.
Of your rituals, Archon. No more lies. Rise, my forsworn.
Devos, you lead this rebellion?
The Archon's blind edicts place us all in peril. We will forge a new path for Bastion. The spires of Ascension will belong to the forsworn.
Ascended, repel this assault. Paragons, with me. Devos must be stopped!
The Archon has spoken! Defend the hold!
Elysian hold does not matter. With the crest of Ascension broken, your forces will dwindle. The spires of Ascension will soon belong to the Forsworn. Devos shall save the Shadowlands from the drought and lead us into a new era.
I will honor our accord. Galmor will fall by our combined might.
We shall see soon enough.
Mograin's kin have proved worthy allies, and know our foe well. We will strike the eastern flank, and they the west. Then we shall converge on Galmor as one.
cold-hearted fools! Defend your house! Defend your Margrave!
We have them! Fire!
Do not let them!
Defenders of Maldraxxus, through deceit and treachery, Kel'thuzad has turned our great houses against one another. He conspires with outside forces and defies the will of the Primus. Today, he will answer for his crimes.
You are too late! The way opens! Destroy these meddlers!
That beast is incinerating our forces! We'll be overrun!
Necrolords, hold your ground! We will not fail Maldraxxus!
Hail, Baroness! Revendreth stands with you! What an impressive gathering! So many courageous champions! I am truly honored. Why, Prince Kael'thas, is that you? I never did properly thank you for the use of your Sunwell.
Enough! Kel'thuzad, you have defied the laws of the Primus and conspired to bring ruin upon Maldraxxus. Surrender, or be destroyed.
Fools! It was all too easy to sow chaos and discord within your squabbling houses. The jailer's plan unfolds exactly as intended. A pity you will not see it come to fruition.
Kel'thuzad is siphoning power from Margrave Sindane. Weaken him so I might use the staff to release her.
Interlopers! You will not escape your fate!
We are not the ones you need to fear, Kel'thuzad.
Your cause is lost, usurper. Now you answer for your crimes against Maldraxxus. And against me.
Foolish Margrave, your victory is a hollow one. The medallion is ours. Let us return to Revendreth.
What? We cannot simply leave. Not while Kel'thuzad yet lives. I will have vengeance for Silvermoon.
His fate is not yours to decide.
Come, Lich. The Banished One calls you to his side.
Robbie, I'm so glad I got to see you before I go. Goodbye, my sweet little friend.
Before you go? What do you mean?
Only a vessel of Arden will can contain the power of the grove.
Willow, you are the vessel? No! There must be another way!
Don't be sad for me, Pelagos. I've spent my whole life serving the forest. This is my chance to help all of the Shadowlands. My final night was wonderful. I'm so happy you were here to share it with me. I am ready, my queen.
Willow. Thank you. Bastion will never forget what you have given us. I will make certain of it.
been a useful pawn, Uther. Devos may have treasured you, but I have no further need. I see my future clearly. The Archon shall fall by my blade, and Bastion will be mine.
It seems you have guests, Paragon. Do take care of them.
You are beneath me, Kyrian. I am the Paragon of Doubt, and I have little patience for your continued interruptions. Attack!
Let us fly to the Waystone and escape the Maw quickly.
I must thank you for saving me from Lysonia's abuse. I fear that there would be nothing left of me if you had not intervened when you did.
How do you fare, Uther?
I am in pain, but nothing I have not felt before. My wound shall heal.
Though we may be enemies, it would not have been right to leave you to suffer.
I believe we are quite alike, Clea.
Perhaps one day we can speak more of that. For now, let us escape this wretched place.
I implore you to place Uther under my care. We must understand what ails him so. I suspect there is much we do not yet know.
I too would like to understand. Please, lead the way. My training as an aspirant was difficult. I remembered nothing of my life. Every time I close my eyes, I see my death. I see him standing before me, that cursed blade in hand. Devos convinced me that my death was wrong. She promised me justice. What we did to him was not justice. It was vengeance. Lysonia was no different. I did not know that they wielded the same darkness. Thank you for showing me mercy. I will not forsake it.
We all have much to learn, Uther. Come, let us speak further at my temple.
Arthas. Alas, hero of Azeroth, you give me a greater gift than you know. Long have I struggled to forgive the prince for his terrible transgressions. My soul has been racked with unbearable anxiety, dark thoughts, distancing me from the light. I recall clearly the gleam of pride in his eye as he stood before me, eager to defeat the enemies of the light.
Welcome, Prince Arthas. The men and I are honored by your presence.
Can the formalities, Uther. I'm not king yet. It's good to see you.
You too, lad. I'm pleased that King Tyrande sent you to help me.
Father still hopes your patience and experience might rub off on me.
Well, it is a father's right to dream, isn't it?
Eager to defend his people, no matter the cost. It is this memory of Arthas that I choose to keep in my heart. I shall always be in your debt, friend.
I thought it was all a dream. Argus in the sky, Blade in the desert, Teldris in the flame. All of those souls lost to the Maw. And Tyrande, her rage darkens her heart like a shadow on the moon. Her hunt is endless and unrelenting. But the Night Warrior's power is as much a curse as it is a blessing. It threatens to tear her asunder from within. I could not aid the Kaldori when Teldrassil burned. I pray I can aid Tyrande before it is too late. You have achieved much in the span of a mortal life. We are fortunate to call you an ally. And so by anima, we bless you. By spirit, we embrace you. By oath, we stand beside you. Rise, child of Azeroth, as huntress of the wild hunt, champion of the court of night, and protector of Ardenweald.
Their anima will feed our victory. Leave their huts to rot.
Infestation is at an end, monster!
Wait! I sense something hidden from sight. Erelon!
A just trick to distract us from their true target. Do you know where their leader has gone?
Awakening. She seeks awakening.
We'll stop her, Arelon. I swear it. For Queen and Grove.
For Queen and Grove.
Wild Hunt! We ride for the Grove of Awakening!
We're so sorry, Erelon. Night embrace you.
You be boring us, Mozala. Time for you to go back to the other side. Don't you worry, though. You got yourself a new master. Your old friend, Bwansamdi. It be me who named Sylvanas war chief. But Mozala and the jailer, they be pulling the strings all along. Then how about we get a little payback, Rescue that ancient spirit from the maw and bring it nice and safe to the Winter Queen. One someday, there be no escaping the maw, yeah? If I be going in. You heard, old Mozala. Your soul still be having threads tying it to Azeroth, just like our friend here. So hold tight to them threads, and don't be fully manifesting your spirit in that dark place. Else your soul might be going poof. Then it be time I set things right. No way I be letting Mozala get the last laugh. Hey there, your majesty! Your old friend Bwansamdi be helping this one find all of them missing Loa.
I will take these three spirits into our care, Bwansamdi. Along with this other, intriguing, a mortal soul entwined with the essence of Loa. I cannot say what fate will befall you, Vol'jin of the Dark Spear. But I offer you this chance to one day be reborn anew.
I be deeply honored, your majesty. Champion, thank you for all you done for me, in life and in death. Looks like old Vol'jin be starting a new hunt. After I be getting some rest. Well, sure, Your Majesty. Old Bwansambi be glad to give you one of the soul him risk his neck to save. And in return, all him asks for is...
Depart.
Fine, fine. But if you ever need this soul lower, just come on over to the other side. Huh?
Jailer's power grows, and the Shadowlands face unrelenting peril. Stand ready, Huntress. Your strength will be needed in the days to come.
Mindo! Leave the Maw with us, before the Night Warrior's power overwhelms you!
No! Not while our people suffer inside Torghast! I will tear that tower apart, and the Banshee with it!
We must not let her face them alone. I cannot afford to lose her trail. I will meet you up ahead. Follow me into Torghast. We must make haste. Mindo!
Chandris, why have you come?
My dreams brought me here. We have come to save you.
Foolish child. There is no leaving this place. But you can join me here. Forever.
Mindo, come with us. We can leave the darkness of the Maw behind and bring you back to the light.
No. My hunt will not cease until every soul is saved, and the Banshee has answered for her crimes.
This Maw Walker has the means to deliver our brothers and sisters from their torment.
If that is true, then I entrust this sacred duty to you, champion. Save the souls of my people, while I claim vengeance upon the one who put them here.
Please, Maw Walker, use the crystal you carry to save these Kaldorei spirits. At least these Kaldorei souls were freed. For the first time in a long while, I feel hope. I will not give up on my mother. But for now, we must help these souls find peace. Come, let us leave this place.
You look a little thirsty. You want a drink? How about a zombie? I see dead people. Yes, kind of my thing, you know?
Link has been severed. That is all I can... Wait. Something is...
Bolvar, what is it?
I see you. The Jailer's force. How is this happening?
I will not serve you!
The Jailer is tearing into Bolvar's mind. We have to break their connection.
You were to herald my coming. Instead, you defied me. A failure, like those who came before you.
Father, resist him! Do not let him win!
Fight, High Lord! We're with you! I will claim what is mine. Death comes for you all.
Hold on, Bolvar! Just a little more! Though we managed to stop the attack, I fear the danger is far from over.
My thanks to all of you. But Jaina is right. The Jailer knows what we saw. He will use that knowledge against us.
We should gather our forces and attack Torghast.
Anduin must be freed.
You've seen the Jailer's armies. We're not ready to launch a full-scale assault. If we follow our hearts and rush in, we could lose everything.
We will work with our allies in Oribos to rally the Covenants. Only with their help do we stand a chance of stopping the Jailer and saving Anduin.
Mourwalker, continue your efforts. Explore the dark reaches of Torghast. Fight for the Shadowlands. And when the time comes, we will claim victory.
I'm so relieved you're safe, Lord Admiral. I can't imagine the horrors you and the others endured.
Thank you, Talia. The Maw is bereft of hope. I've only experienced such emptiness once before, when I faced Arthas in Icecrown.
Uther! Dear Uther! I'm so sorry.
Jaina, you haven't much time. The Lich King sees what the sword sees. He will be here shortly.
Arthas is here?
No,
Maybe
girl. Arthas is not here. Arthas is merely a presence within the Lich King's mind. A dwindling presence.
But Uther, if there's any hope of reaching Arthas, I must try.
Jaina, listen to me. You must destroy the Lich King. You cannot reason with him. He will kill you and your allies and raise you all as powerful soldiers of the Scourge.
Tell me how, Uther. How do I destroy my prince?
Snap out of it, girl. You must destroy the Lich King at the place where he merged with Ner'zhul. Atop the spire, at the frozen throne. It is the only way.
You're right, Uther. Forgive me. I don't know what got a hold of me. We will deliver this information to the King and the knights that battle the Scourge within Icecrown Citadel.
There is something else that you should know about the Lich King. Control over the Scourge must never be lost. Even if you were to strike down the Lich King, another would have to take his place. For without the control of its master, the Scourge would run rampant across the world, destroying all living things. A grand sacrifice by a noble soul.
Who could bear such a burden?
I do not know, Jaina. I suspect that the piece of Arthas that might be left inside the Lich King is all that holds the Scourge from annihilating Azeroth.
Then maybe there is still hope.
No, Jaina!
He is coming. You mustn't, Paladin. So, you wish to commune with the dead. You shall have your wish.
You won't deny me this, Arthas. I must know. I must find out.
Your allies have arrived, Jaina, just as you promised. Nowhere to run. You're mine now.
Forgive me, heroes. I should have listened to Uther. I had to see for myself. To look into his eyes one last time. I am sorry.
The specter of my brother hangs over all of us like a shroud. His choices were his own, though it does seem his fate was shaped in part by the hand of the Jailer.
My father's fate as well. The helm, that blade. Were they instruments of the Jailer all along?
The runes on Frostmourne were a type of magic not seen on Azeroth before the Lich King. But that same power is woven into the very fabric of the Maw. And Torghast.
Arthas and Bolvar were not the only ones touched by that dark influence. The blade claimed many lives, many souls.
We cannot allow it to claim Anduin as well.
He kept it. All this time, he kept it. I knew! I sensed a part of him still alive, trapped, struggling. Oh, Arthas! Perhaps he might someday remember what he once was. By the light, may he at last find rest, free from the icy grip of that terrible blade.
Arthas. Alas, hero of Azeroth, you give me a greater gift than you know. Long have I struggled to forgive the prince for his terrible transgressions. My soul has been racked with unbearable anxiety, dark thoughts, distancing me from the light. I recall clearly the gleam of pride in his eye as he stood before me, eager to defeat the enemies of the light.
Welcome, Prince Arthas. The men and I are honored by your presence.
Can the formalities, Uther. I'm not king yet. It's good to see you.
You too, lad. I'm pleased that King Tyrande sent you to help me.
Father still hopes your patience and experience might rub off on me.
Well, it is a father's right to dream, isn't it?
Eager to defend his people, no matter the cost. It is this memory of Arthas that I choose to keep in my heart. I shall always be in your debt, friend.
I see only darkness before me.
Now, cast him into the maw. Return him to the darkness he served. His eternal suffering awaits.
He was my student.
Remember what he did, and take your vengeance.
Not vengeance. Justice.
I sought answers, and found only anger. There is much for me to consider. My memories still haunt me, hero. I am still too old for this nonsense.
Funny, I never even realized I had lost my Kultiran accent. Of course I got my sheep staff. Who do you think coined the term Woolomancer? After all these years, you're still trying to get under my skin? Some things never change. So you think you know what it's like to date a bad boy? Girlfriend, you have no idea.
The downside to having a surname like Bloodhoof is that people are reluctant to let you walk on their carpets. Sourfang once called me Animal Style. I did not care for the nickname. He had a hungry look in his eyes when he said it. Why do some speak of grabbing life by the horns as if it is a good thing? Because let me tell you, it is most uncomfortable. And impolite. Mela has the most perfect antlers. Not that I'm thinking about them or anything. Do not speak about her antlers.
Yes, your finest Mourneblade. And a crown fit for the king of the damned. The vessels of Domination.
Enough! Submit! You are only making this harder on yourself.